Yeah, welcome everyone, Sanjuchi here. So welcome back to the channel where today we'll be looking at a character that we rarely talk about on the channel but really deserves more spotlight within the Boruto era. That is the daughter of Naruto Uzumaki, Himawari Uzumaki. Now we're pretty much 10 days shy of the new chapter of Boruto, and I thought it would be fitting to continue where I left off with my last Boruto discussion, where I've been on the, how should I put it? I've been on the train of thought where Naruto is going to be taken out of the story. So considering I've spoken about Kawaki, Sasuke, and even Naruto himself, and if you see my last Boruto discussion video, Kara, um, I thought it would be fitting to continue that and bring it down to a personal level in terms of how Naruto's absence is going to affect the story going forward, and why not talk about how it's going to affect his daughter, Himawari Uzumaki. But anyway, before we get into it, guys, be sure to hit that subscribe button. We're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Definitely leave a like and leave your expectations for Himawari and her character in the comment section below. I'm interested to see what you guys have to say. But let's get right into it, guys. So again, I have spoken about Himawari on this channel before, maybe once or twice, probably maximum twice. Of course, there's only so much you can speak about regarding her character because she isn't really like a full-blown ninja or shinobi or whatever the case may be. But of course, just like everybody else, as plain as day, obviously the character has a lot of potential from a combat standpoint. Now, going along the lines of, continue where I left off with my last Boruto discussion video, or at least my last set of videos, like my last 2 to 4 Boruto discussions, I've been of the idea, I've had the idea that Naruto isn't necessarily going to die, but he will be removed from the story, and to that end, his absence as a major player in the Boruto era these days is going to leave some lasting impressions and probably incite the antagonistic forces in the world to, at least spiral things into chaos in some shape or form. Now, bring it down to a personal level with Himawari Uzumaki, a character that I feel has a lot of potential that can be explored going forward. Outside of the fact that she's Naruto's daughter, Boruto's little sister, she's cute, and she's fun to watch. She's very, what would be the term, endearing. She's pretty lovable, to say the least, and it's always hilarious to see how she plays off other characters. But with Naruto's potential absence from the story coming forward, I think Himawari, we might finally see her spring into action, in the sense that I feel like she might become a full-blown shinobi. Now, I know from the anime's perspective, they have built up things to really highlight the difference between the modern era in the Naruto universe versus, say, Naruto's generation and all generations before that, because now characters, there isn't such a heavy focus on persons becoming shinobi per se. There are more options in society as technology has evolved. So, and even going back to the anime, they had that one episode where she became a shinobi for a day, just like a tryout, and I should probably rewatch that episode. But the point is, by the end of the episode, Himawari decided she wanted to try out a bunch of things to actually decide what she's going to do in life, and that was a pretty refreshing episode. I'm not gonna lie, I really like that episode. But the point is, I feel like Naruto being removed from the story is going to reset some of what the characters in the universe have come to appreciate with the current culture of society, where the desire, the need, the requisites, the skills for persons growing up in the village to become shinobi is going to be reset. Well, sorry, let me kind of rephrase that. The whole culture of them not necessarily needing to become shinobi is going to be reset, and there's going to be a high demand for the new generation to actually step up. And Himawari as a character, we've seen, I know they've played it up for gags, but yes, she does have the Byakugan. She is pretty skilled. Outside of the day Naruto became Hokage, when she almost killed Boruto and knocked out Naruto, which was still ridiculous to this day. We did have that Shukaku episode where she displayed some of her skills as well. So obviously she is pretty darn competent when once she goes into that Byakugan mode, and she kind of just starts applying herself. So it's kind of feels like that Gohan effect where she really gets her skills under wraps. She could really be of use to the current situation or the situation to come, because as I said with my previous video, I feel like there will be a lot of civil wars erupting with Naruto's absent and Kara mobilizing between the inners and outers coordinating. Even though that might be a stretch to say there were a lot of civil wars given the scope of what Kodachi and Ikimoto want the manga to be, which is 28 volumes. Honestly, having discussions like these guys, the more I talk about it, the more I feel like Kodachi and Ikimoto are gonna have to go beyond that 28 volume time frame or story length. So yeah, but I think it would be interesting to see Himawari become a shinobi. And again, like with everything in life, it comes down to execution as well, guys. So the thing is, I know a lot of persons would want to say the new generation are OP and or they are gaining power pretty fast. And to kind of fall in line with that, or I wouldn't necessarily say fall in line, to give Himawari her quote-unquote version of that, where of course there will be enemies that are going to be ridiculously powerful, and if we're going to throw Himawari into the mix to have her fight characters that are ridiculously powerful, the execution comes down to the execution of how will they power up Himawari to be a credible member of the protagonistic, can I put it like that, protagonistic side of things, or the side of justice, quote unquote. How would they power up? That's probably a idea for another video maybe. But there's one thing I would really want to see them explore, and they can probably pass it on to Himawari. The fact that from the last Naruto the movie, Hinata did receive power from Hamura. So it would be nice to see if there was a way to pass that on to Himawari in some shape or form at some point. Call it a quick power up. I mean, some persons will want to say that she's going to become the next Nine Tails Jinchuriki, but I don't know how I feel about that. if I'm being honest. So yeah. But at the end of the day, the long story short is that the character has potential, and with someone she has such strong emotional ties with, in this case being Naruto, being primed to be removed from the story, guys, I think it would be a waste of potential if they didn't really explore how that would affect Himawari and affect her mindset and the decisions she makes going forward, as the world is going to be plunged into darkness, quote unquote, if we're aligning things with the theme of how Boruto's life is going to go. So that's the thing that I'm talking about. So yeah, I want to see her character, I want to see more from it. So let's see how it's handled in the time skip. Hopefully this video gave you guys something to think about regarding outside of everything that's happening right now in the Boruto manga. Because at the end of the day, it's crucial to think of where the story is going to go after this, time skip aside. So yeah. But anyway, guys, let me know what you thought about my little ramble here, my little discussion regarding Himawari Uzumaki. Be sure to rate the video if you liked it. Subscribe. As I said, we're almost at 1,000 subscribers. Welcome to the new and returning subscribers, of course. And of course, just leave a comment and let me know what you thought. So hope you guys are having a great day. It's Tuesday, still early in the week. Wish it was a weekend already, but hey, see you guys in the next discussion video.